Traffic Zone.
Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you, but I just wanna fall on them, to show them devils you waiting and to play with. I raised mature enough to say the same shit. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you, but I just wanna fall on them, to show them devils you waiting and to play with. I raised mature enough to say the same shit. I know you asking for this change in your life, but ain't living it right, because you thugging at night. Your mama praying and your daddy did too. They gave you 5, but you only did 2. Now in your mind you be hearing voices. Should I go back in or make some better choices? Should I get a job or put on black forces? Go and hit the streets or take some college courses? But all you ever felt was pain, all you ever seen was rain. Got you thinking to yourself, man, this shit will never change. And all the pressure that you feel make you wanna give it up, but you looking at your babies and you know that they enough. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you, but I just wanna fall on them, to show them devils you waiting and to play with. I raised mature enough to say the same shit. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you, but I just wanna fall on them, to show the devils you waiting and to play with. I raised mature enough to say the same shit. Hey, all the shit that I done seen, man, I really needed help. Whole world filled with people, I was still by myself. Really on my grind, I was feeling for that wealth. Every day cutting corners, I was cheating on myself. Nigga busting at my melon, how the fuck I cheated death? Fucking with no rubber, I was playing with my health. Looking in the mirror, couldn't recognize myself. Heartbroken by a bitch, couldn't love nobody else. But when I heard the truth, them bitches left me by myself. And if you hear the pain, you should see it for yourself. Marching like a soldier, I was really for the death. One west till they buried me, couldn't be nobody else.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my lives. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles are making it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me, and let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the brutal show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a door. Payback is a door. Payback is a door. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback to bitch in his dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a door. Payback is a door. Payback is a door. Payback is a
Switch and save $652. It's okay. There's enough for everyone.
I need a pair of... Not what's on my...
You ain't too you crazy for this.
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with feet. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Every dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivor. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. And don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm repped out, tell them watch your mouth. You know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, yeah. This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the towel. We make niggas hit the clock in with our toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live a lie. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. Or you know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real every day. While y'all just say watch, we making enemies our foot stores. Y'all know nothing about the op. It take one try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. Y'all want me to connect the dot. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't want to be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't want to be the next to flop. Yeah. Niggas feeling themselves. Get a shovel, tell them dig the pot. Can't fit you and your man's in it, just tell him get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call him my nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on mute, and then tell you that shit was hot. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with feet. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Every dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is wartime. Already wait the coast. That point shoot bitch. Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whisper. Is you with us or against us? Can't stop to the zone loud. I don't think get the picture. It come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give him a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted, I'll put them on your roof. Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock, got the book of loot. Keep it stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose.
Call my gun Harmon. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like beaver juice. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Give him balls like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a cocktail. It's on mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beef with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivor. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. And don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I heard they coming for blood, I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor, they better come with a mop. I'ma be making it pour. Nigga, I'm raw, fly with the hammer like Thor. Found on my ops in the morgue, tell I'm on four. I'ma be bombing these lanes, understand how and war. I've been the lead, time to get back on the street, time to get back on my feet. Had time to read, check out we came from the east. Wait till my dogs are released, heard they was sleep. So we gon' wake them up, put them up in the sky, the Lord gon' take them up. I take on anybody, think he braving up. I've been the same, man, I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit up my cellular phone, tell me what level he on. I take that scouter, he on them perks and that powder. Homie ain't really that strong, I'm like the dawn. Better yet, Benny King, I keep a lion head on my pinky ring. I keep a shield, boy, you see everything, keep 43. Symphony, let it sing.
You ain't too you crazy.
Right there.
Hey, shalom, man.
Hey, shalom, baby, shalom, thought.
Most High in Christ. You hear me too, sir?
Yeah, I hear you good.
God. Most High in Christ. Just a moment. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Hey, Salaki. Shalom, everybody. You know what I'm saying? What's going on out there, man? Another episode, Chain Breakers Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. This is another one. Y'all better get up in here, man. Let's get them views up. Let's get them likes up. Hold up. Here we go. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all doing that. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure y'all liking, sharing, and subscribing to the I.S.U.P.K podcast all over the world. All the different ones we have, including this one, the Chain Breakers Podcast. If you didn't know, the I.S.U.P.K was started in 1969. You know what I'm saying? 125th Street, Harlem, New York, and is under the leadership of Commanding General YAHANNA. That's right. That man is the leader of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. You understand? And he has commissioned this show, amongst many other shows, for us to do the work that we've been doing since 1969. And bringing Blacks, Latinos, and so-called Native American Indians together under one banner under Christ. You understand? So we're going to continue to do that. Of course, you know, I can't start the show without introducing my co-host. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we're still waiting for Officer Kowal to join us. I believe Officer YAHANNA may not be able to join us today. He might be on a little bit later, but I know he's taking care of some things. But first and foremost, big shout out. You know what I'm saying? To my number one co-host, captain of 10,000 Yagarwap. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. My Ottawa, always, you know what I'm saying? Always giving us that wisdom, dropping them jewels for y'all. That's why y'all better stay tuned in and plugged into the Chain Breakers Podcast. I myself, an officer of 1,000 Thabawan. You know what I'm saying? This show is broadcasted from both North Carolina and Oklahoma City. Myself, Officer Kowal, and Officer YAHANNA in North Carolina, and Captain Yagarwap is holding it down out there in OKC, Oklahoma City. You understand? Most High in Christ, and the man of the hour, Shalom, Yahushua. Hey, cool. Can you hear us out? I think his audio may not quite be there just yet.
Yeah, no, I don't think you can hear him.
No sweat. Okay. I'm just gonna give him a second. You know what I'm saying? He should be able to hear us in just a moment. All right. Salakia. Yeah, Kawal, we can't. I don't know if you can hear us. You can hear us?
I can hear you.
Most High in Christ. There you go.
I can hear him now. Yeah, come.
Salaki, go ahead, bro. My bad.
No, you're too up. You can hear me, see me?
Yeah, I hear you, see you just fine. Most High in Christ. Hey, I
don't know what's going on with this computer, but it's acting real funny.
Hey, look, the oppressor's the devil. The Bible speaks.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make sure to mess with, you know what I'm saying, the technology. I mean, they just messed with Captain Tazariak the other day.
Yeah,
I had it already pulled up, waiting. As soon as I hit enter, it's like, oh, this
update.
No sweat, no sweat. And the man of the hour, officer of 1,000 Kawal, you know what I'm saying? My brother, you know what I'm saying? Damn right. We up in here. Here, Chain Breakers Podcast, episode number 16.
Yes, sir.
Episode number 16 of the Chain Breakers Podcast. Another one for y'all. Of course, we're gonna do what we usually do. We're gonna get into some of these topics, man. Some that you're familiar with, and some that you may not be familiar with. And we want everybody to participate. You know what I mean? We want to hear what y'all got to say. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and just type your opinions or any questions you might have into the chat. You know what I'm saying? We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're getting the Twitter worked out. We might be live on on Clubhouse later today. But we getting all that in order. No sweat, man. We're on a bunch of different platforms. So again, if you have any questions, any comments, type it into the chat, man. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get that phone joint working. I'm already in talks with Officer Barack up in DC to get figure that out. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That'll be the next thing we ask. So y'all can, you know, call in here and get destroyed if you want to debate. You know what I mean? Or whatever questions that you have that you don't know the answer to because you're not in the I.S.U.P.K. We'll of course answer those as well. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody tuning in with us. We're hoping some more brothers and sisters going, you know what I'm saying, join the live. Shout out to Officer Yanazar been here. Shalom. Shout out to Princess Zara. You know what I'm saying? Officer Tazun's Rib. Shalom. Damn right. So we got some different things to go in, but I always want to give my co-host, my brothers, my other one, opportunity. If there's anything, you know, you want to just kind of talk about real quick, anything going on in your life, something you might have seen, or just any story that stands out to you that you want to touch on before we get into, you know, reading the stories and things like that. So you got anything, Cap?
Hey, no, we can go on in, man. We can go in.
Most High in Christ.
I'm just really I read over the stories that you had, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really just anxious to get to those, you know.
Con. What about you, Kawal?
Oh, we're gonna get right into it. You know, I'm glad to be here. We rocking and rolling. I like how you got the Chain Breakers logo up there.
Hey, that's a little so. Hey, look.
Yeah. Started from the bottom.
We working away. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's right.
That's a little prototype joint. Like I said, we working with the prototypes. You know what I mean? We're gonna get together. Great minds think alike. We're gonna get it together to where we can take it to the next level. But that's a little prototype. That's a preview of what you're gonna see. But we want to get it right because remember, we're gonna put it on that merch. That's the thing we're going to do next. We're going to put it on the merch and everything so that logo can go all over the place. But that's definitely what we're working with right now. So, Tawada for noticing that, brother. I appreciate that. I had a little bit of input on that. You know what I'm saying? I had to put a little pizzazz on that myself. But no sweat. We're going to get the experts involved. You know what I'm saying? We'll take it to the next. You know what I mean? But, so we're going to get, I don't even know where to start. You know what I'm saying? We could start with this Gunner situation.
Let's get it.
We could start with the Gunner situation, right? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I said it on Facebook. I'm green. I listen. I grew up. I was a good boy. You know what I'm saying? I was a good kid. Like, I never got in no trouble. You know what I mean? I was that one kid that when you came to class in high school, and everybody saw that there was a substitute, everybody booked it. I was the only one like, nah, I'm just gonna sit here and watch TV. That was me. Yeah. So I don't know nothing about this legal system. I know every time somebody get out of jail, they say he snitched. So I don't know what's happening. So we're going to get into the story. So if you're not familiar with what's going on, Gunner, you know what I'm saying, a very famous artist, rapper out of Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
Salak, please, sir. But Definitely, I definitely gotta break brothers down to me because I don't know who
I
the
got you,
hell
sir.
anybody is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm left back in Kumo D and
Right. I got you.
EPMD and you know what I'm saying, like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
No sweat,
really,
Cap.
you know.
No,
So yeah,
no
y'all
sweat,
definitely
Cap.
gotta make them familiar to me because I really don't know these cats. You know.
Con out of one con, not a problem.
Mhm.
Not a problem. So Gunna is a rapper from Atlanta who, you know what I'm saying, is a member of YSL, the label, right? YSL is a label that was essentially started by Young Thug, bunch of artists on there from that area, but they're probably the two premier artists signed to that label. Well, about how long has it been? What, 6 months? A little over 6 months, something like that.
Yeah, a little about that.
A little over 6 months ago, they got hit with a RICO charge. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is not a new thing. This happens kind of a lot in rap. You know, a whole record label hit with a RICO charge. You know what I'm saying that they're involved with drugs, they're involved with guns, they're involved with murders, they're involved with all kinds of money and things like that. I think they tried to hit Murder Inc. with a RICO charge. That's the first time I heard of it. They tried to hit Murder Inc. with a RICO charge, Ja Rule and them back in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I mean? Which they beat that case. But yeah, but this happens all the time. So now, 6 months later, Gunna, one of these artists, you understand, from this label, has been released after taking a plea deal. And of course, everybody's up in arms. I think we lost Cap. He should be back in a moment. Everybody is up in arms about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading from Fox 5 Atlanta. It says Atlanta rapper Gunna walked out of the Fulton County Jail on Wednesday afternoon after pleading guilty to a charge in the RICO Act case filed against him and dozens of other alleged associates. Gunna, whose real name is Sergio Kitchens, and Young Thug, whose name is Jeffrey Williams, are two of the defendants indicted for charges in violation of the RICO Act. The indictment claims they are part of a gang known as Young Slimelight, or YSL. Prosecutors allege those named in the indictment have engaged in violent criminal activity in the city for years. Attorneys for Gunna said Kitchens, in exchange for guilty plea, will not serve any time in prison. The plea deal sentenced him to 5 years with 1 year to serve in prison. So let's get Cap back. There you go. Yeah, this is crazy, right? Salakia. There you go, Cap.
Salakia, you know.
No sweat.
And today I'm here with my granddaughter Eva, you know.
Hey, shalom.
Yeah. So we alone. It's just the two of us, you know. She's autistic. She's autistic, so she be moving around a lot, you know. So I've been, you know. So if you see me like jump up out of the seat and go somewhere, you know.
No sweat.
Sir.
I got mine with me too, man. I might have to jump and make some moves as well. You know how it goes. It says attorneys for Gunna said Kitchens, in exchange for guilty plea, will not serve any time in prison. The plea deal sentenced him to 5 years with 1 year to serve in prison. That time was commuted to time served, and the balance was suspended. He will need to complete 500 hours of community service, with 350 of those hours speaking to young men and women in the community about the dangers of gangs and gang violence. It says, Salakia, Fulton County Superior Court Chief Judge Ural Glanville also ruled he is not to have any contact with his co-defendants. They said if called by any party in the case, he must testify truthfully, but can also reserve the right to invoke his Fifth Amendment rights. In a statement, Gunna did not admit guilt and claimed he was pleading guilty in his best interest. This is a quote from his statement. When I became affiliated with YSL in 2016, I did not consider it a gang, more like a group of people from Metro Atlanta who had common interests and artistic aspirations. My focus of YSL was entertainment, rap artists who wrote and performed music that exaggerated and glorified, this is his words, and glorified urban life in the black community. This is really the crux of what I want to get into about this whole thing, by the way. While I have agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements, have not been interviewed, have not cooperated, have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case, and have absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial process in any way. I don't know nothing about snitching. I don't know nothing about. I won't say that, but I'm very, like I said, I'm very green when it comes to these things.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear that a RICO, and Kawal, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
there's a lot of charges involved in this RICO case.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, the whole point of a RICO case is like, if you catch one, you can implement them all.
Right.
Yeah.
And some of the charges involved in this RICO case are murder, drug trafficking, I think kidnapping. There's a lot of extravagant charges here. And you hear about somebody taking a plea and walking out of jail and not going to serve any more time. What's the first thing that comes to your mind, Cap?
It's like, hey, that's a regular thing. I mean, that's something that happens. It's common,
right?
It's common. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're trying to, when you don't consider yourself as a gang, or as a gang, or whatever the white man is trying to put on you. Of course, you're gonna go ahead and hey, cop a plea. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So every time somebody cops a plea, or whatever, or do any type of thing to really like save their ass, because really that person shouldn't be like going down anyway.
Right.
So he's like, oh goddamn, you're gonna sit there and hit me with these charges? Hey, I ain't do a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like this. So then like when they come out, they cop a plea, like I said, cop a plea, they say they snitching. You know what I'm saying? Here's a brother. It's funny because there's a brother that I know back in DC, you know, back in the time when Rafe Webman went down, you know?
Yeah.
So Rafe Webman went down, so big old Kirkbone somebody made a little fake movie of what they did and what was going on. And Kirkbone talked to some of the people that was making it, you know. So the word was going around DC that Kirkbone is a snitch. So they were saying that Kirkbone, that nigga snitch, that snitch ass nigga, that nigga better watch his back. You know, it been so much shit like that, so all the time going on. So in the black community, black and Hispanic community, it's going to be like that.
Right.
Anytime you cop a plea, hey, that nigga snitching.
That's right.
That nigga snitching. So many niggas, man. My boy Calvin Sumler got 99 years.
Wow.
Got 99 years back in 95. He got 99 years, and different brothers copped the plea. And you know, copped the plea, and that was just such a sad situation because different brothers like. If they want to like stick with the brother Calvin, but they end up copping a plea and getting out, you know. Right. So the word went through the hood that hey, these niggas snitching, these niggas, you know. And that wasn't the key. That wasn't it for most of the brothers, you know what I'm saying. But some of the brothers did did snitch, you know what I'm saying. So you can't get away from it.
That's right.
You can't get away from it, and especially like dealing like with us as a people. You can't get away with it. Nigga, you cop the plea, nigga, you snitching.
Right.
You cop the plea, you snitching. It's always going to be that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like that, I don't even know the situation, but it's like just you reading that part, I was like, oh, here it is again. Here it is again. Nigga snitching. I don't know if he snitched or not, you know what I'm saying? But he's going to be held as a snitcher.
Right.
A nigga that snitched. You know, no matter what, he can go and plead in the street and hold the flag. I did not snitch.
Right.
People his lawyer say that nigga's a snitch.
Right.
That nigga's a snitch. Did it. Cap, his lawyer did it. His lawyer said he did not testify. He did not do such and such. Gunner said the same thing. I haven't made any statement. And that, like you said, Cap, that's because he knows what people are gonna say. You know what I'm saying? They were already saying it about him because he did a little commercial back in the day for Crime Stoppers.
Yeah.
So they already was saying that Gunner's a snitch, right? They already was trying to put that, you know what I'm saying, put that on him.
Yeah.
And it's such an amazing thing in the black community where a so-called black community, right, where that's the worst thing you can be. The worst thing you can be in the black community is a snitch. You can be. Cameron said out of his mouth that if a person was molesting children next door to him, he wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
That's what he said. So in the black community, you can be a murderer, you can be a drug dealer, you damn near can be a child molester. You can be a lot of things, but you cannot be a snitch.
You cannot be a snitch.
Count on one con. That's interesting. Cool. I want you to chime in on this, but Slakia, Cap, are you saying that you knew Kurt Bone? You knew Kurt Bone? Oh, yeah. I should have known.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. You see?
Yeah. Like I said, he used to come to the fights and stuff. I met him through the fights.
Wow.
You know, all the hustlers used to come to the fights.
Yeah.
Come to the amateur fights and watch them. So they always come to the amateur and pros fights. So like I said, he knew him. Like, he went out to Cali. When he went out to Cali and my brothers was out there, you know, they ran to my brothers, you know, their brothers showed him around and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he was a cool brother, you know what I'm saying? But he was up in that life.
That's right.
He was up in that life, you know what I'm saying? But people start saying it. Hey, that nigga a snitch. That nigga don't be around that nigga. Even my cousin told me, like, hey, don't say nothing to that nigga. Don't say nothing to that nigga, man. That nigga snitching, you know? And I was like, damn, you know, one time we came to a go-go. We walking up to the go-go and me, my cousin, and my little brother, we walking up to there, and Kurt Bone standing outside, you know, and he's such a big dude. He stands outside, so he say, "Hey, what's up?" And start speaking to me and stuff. Then we go in, and my cousin said, "Yeah, don't speak to that nigga, man. That nigga snitching, man." You know. So it was like, you know, everybody just saying, "Brother Smith," you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Who knows about that?
That's right.
You know that's the black community.
Right.
That's the black community. That's the black community, man. You know, and something real heavy, right? One time it was a brother the brother that grew up with me, he was so much of a snitch.
Wow.
This dude we used to call Biggie. Like Biggie, he was such a snitch. And they just said that, hey, you know, really it was worrying around the hood that nigga will snitch on you, you know?
Right.
That nigga will snitch on you. But I found out so many years later that he wasn't even a black dude. He was a white dude because he had a white father.
Wow.
The nigga was my complexion. Was in my kindergarten class. Kindergarten class all the way through high school. You know, and I used to wonder why did the nigga snitch so much? And don't give a damn about it. I said, damn, he ain't afraid. He didn't give a damn, you know what I'm saying? But then I found out later that he was a white dude. That's why he snitched so much and didn't even give a damn.
Right.
You know, you black, Hispanic, hey, you know not to be a snitch. That's the worst thing to be, is known as a snitch. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this story is just so funny. You know what you said, that they call this brother a snitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know the way.
And we don't even know if he snitched.
If it's true or not, you know. But hey, now that shit, I see him now. If I see him, he's gonna be like, oh damn.
Right. Come on. I gotta ask you, bro. You know what's going on in the streets.
Yeah, man.
Kawal be having his ear to the street, something serious.
Listen.
Tell me what's up.
Well, I know it was a bunch of people online that were saying things that this RICO is gonna come down on YSL. I mean, let me think about it. Like, first of all, like Cap was saying about the whole snitch culture. You know, like with black people, that's the last thing you want to be as a rat.
Right.
It starts at elementary school. Well, if you see a crime, point it out. So as kids, you looking for, you know, a crime or a wrong act, a wrongdoing. But that's not really snitching. Is when you're involved with the crime.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're in the car. You're the driver, or you're selling drugs with them, or you're extorting people with them.
Right.
And you tell on a fellow comrade that's doing crime with you.
That's snitching.
But it's the judicial system is so tight.
Yeah.
With locking blacks and Hispanics up and not caring about whether you told or not. If anybody comes home prematurely, they automatically assume that you're telling. Because we, you know, damn having a good lawyer. Like Gunner could have just had a great lawyer that knew the loopholes. But because we're so used to nobody ever getting free, if you come home, you snitch.
That's right.
Yeah. John.
Snitch stands for sorry nigga, I'm trying to come
home. Sorry nigga, I'm trying to come home.
Everybody knows that.
God.
But because we've seen this thing with these rappers, 6ix9ine, he snitched. T.I. snitched. T.I.P. took the stand and identified a nigga that shot his homeboy.
Good night.
And the crazy part is, you understand, like with these rappers, we all know that rappers can't do time.
Right.
99.9% of them can't do time.
That's right.
They're drug addicts.
Right.
So you can't go sit down. You're gonna try to find a way to get out of that. So you know, I heard the statements that the lawyer said that Gunner, what he said, but the video sounds like he's snitching. asked him, was he aware of any criminal activity? And he said yes. That's like saying, I'm not pointing no elbows. I'm not pointing no elbows, but Cap is over there. That's you dry snitching.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And dry snitching is a form of snitching.
That's right.
Exactly. So we can unpack this all day. You're telling.
Right.
I don't blame him though. I didn't look at him as a tough guy. He can't jail. He can't go to jail.
Right.
These rappers can't go sit down and lay down and take their time. I was expecting. I'm surprised he lasted 5-6 months.
Right.
The nigga got locked up in July. I'm surprised he lasted this long.
That's right.
So, but guess what? 6ix9ine proved to us, and Troy Ave proved to us what? The streets are a myth. You can snitch and come home and still make money.
Mm-hmm.
So why go lay down? Where's the integrity? Everybody's out. Everybody in Harlem damn near snitched. Harlem is known for rats. Harlem, New York is everybody ratted. Everybody, all the drug dealers look up to. Everybody ratted. You show me somebody who held it down, just did their time. Nah, like you're gonna try to come home because you have. It's not normal to want to be locked up in jail. Mm-hmm. So just don't do the damn crime. Gunna's he's a chump kid. Like no one, he's not Ice-T. He's not Spice One. I'm not expecting Gunna to go do his time like a man and lay down. He's going to come home and rap, man. Mm-hmm. He wants to get high. He wants to wear them gay designer clothes. He's missing out on money. You know these rappers in jail and they have attorneys and they have accountants and they're telling them, "Hey man, you missed Summer Jam. You know you missed these shows. You know we owe this money. You know this property you had in Florida. You know these cars. Like, well, you're not making money in jail. You just see negative, sweating bullets. You see all the money you're losing, all the shows, all the money all the advances you took, you got to pay back. He's going to tell. So I don't know what the big fuss is about. All that legal jargon, nigga, you're told. You're trying to come home. I'm not mad at him. Yeah. I'm not mad at that just proves the streets are a myth. Now we got that out the way. Everybody knows the streets are a myth, so stop doing crime. Stop selling.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we all know the streets are a myth now. 6ix9ine proved it. Troy Ave shot a nigga and told. He took the stand. T.I. got caught with silencers on weapons with federal agent as a convicted felon and did it less than a year. You told, bro. Like, that's nonsense.
But check it out. So lock your core. Check it out. I gotta pause. I gotta push back a little bit, right? Because I'm with you. We're on the same page. But check it out. And this goes back to what you're saying, which is what I want the people to understand. And like you said, we can unpack this, right? Yeah. The streets are notice before Troy Ave got locked up in that damn Irving Plaza situation.
Right.
He was the biggest drug dealer in the history of Brooklyn.
Facts.
He shot everybody. He was all of this, right?
McGilla Gorilla Cat Pillar.
Yeah, all of that. He was all of that, right? He was Dope Boy Troy.
Yeah.
He gets in the Irving Plaza situation. He's on camera, busting through the door.
Yep.
Busting shots in the crowd. Guess what? We ain't gonna say no names, but the person he snitched on is not on camera.
Yeah.
No.
Now he comes back and says, "Well, I was defending myself. It was self-defense." But
I took the gun. Yeah.
Yeah, I took the gun and then came back around and all of this, right? But guess what? Like you said, if you didn't have that criminal mentality, you wouldn't have been in that goddamn situation in the first place.
No,
none of my brothers in the I.S.U.P.K are getting caught up in RICO charges.
No.
If any of my brothers have to actually shoot somebody, it's really self-defense and not because of somebody was coming at us and we had to get the gun and come back. No, none of that. We're never going to be in that situation.
Right.
So now you see but now the streets are a myth. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a myth before when you was killing people's grandmas with, you know what I'm saying, with bags of heroin and crack. It wasn't, the streets weren't a myth then. The streets are a myth now that you get caught. Now that you got to stand trial.
And let's not forget these RICO charges. A lot of these rappers, you see them with, it's a young rapper who just got caught down there in Arkansas. But like, I mean, so he had like millions of dollars in cash, weapons and drugs. I forget his name. But these are large amounts of money, cash that you see rappers holding.
Right.
All that don't come from rap. We all know rappers are usually broke.
Right.
You
Usually,
something.
for sure.
What are you doing on the outside? You're not signed to Nike, nigga.
Right.
Y'all are selling dope. You mean to tell me that all real niggas know this. If one of my mans get a deal and he get an advance, he get the bag, niggas is flipping and getting pounds of weed. We already know that.
For sure.
We're going to get pounds of weed, we getting heroin, we getting coke, we doing all that illegal activity. That's where your illegal charge come in. You know what you were doing. You were funding illegal enterprises.
That's right.
And you were a part of it. Now that you caught, now you want to get the lawyer with the big words, suck myself. I'm not pointing no elbows. Nigga, you're a rat.
That's right.
And you dry snitching, but that proves the streets are a myth. All the top, even your and I'll be brief. We try to live like these so-called oppressors, like Al Capones and your Giannis, and all them niggas rat, all them crackers ratted, all of them told. Sammy the Bull, Al Capone, all of them told.
Yeah, Henry Hill, all of them. All them
so when you live that lifestyle, trying to be like them, you're gonna rat just like them also.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're trying to copy a lifestyle, be a gangster like them. That's not Israelite culture.
That's right.
Be a rat or a snitch.
That's right.
Exactly.
You know
Damn right.
So
right.
Like they got to knock that off. Like J. Cole, you better start rapping like J. Cole in Common if you want to live long in the rap game.
Hey, that's funny you say that, Kawal, because you notice you mentioned like when they get that first advance, they usually go back to the hood.
Yep.
And they we can get this, we can get such and such many bricks or whatever, you know what I mean? And 50 Cent mentioned that in his book. You know, I listened to this audiobook. And he mentioned how when he first got to the bag, I mean, his album went diamond.
Yeah.
When he first got to the bag, he was like, Tony Ayo was like, all right, so how many bricks we gonna buy? And 50 was like, no, we're not gonna do that. Like, exactly. Like, we're not gonna do that.
Right.
We're gonna do this the right way. But it's funny you say that. And Cap, you know what I mean? I gotta defer to you here because again, you came up in like Kawal was talking about. You know, you talk about your drug dealing hero. You know, Alpo snitched on like half of DC. You know that, right? You know your Alpos, your Kurt Bones. You know what I'm saying? Wayne Perry's and all them cats, right? You grew up in that era and saw a lot of these guys firsthand. Like, when does it click for black people? You know what I mean? That's the funny thing to me.
That's the thing.
When does it click? Like, you want to hold on to this street mentality and hold up these people, but they keep disappointing you. Either they're going to sell drugs to your children, they're going to cut off somebody's finger, they're going to do all this murder and horrible things that you think is so terrible. You know what I mean? That's what I always say too. People hate Alpo because he's a snitch. And guess what? You should hate Alpo. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, that you should love Alpo, but you love Rich Porter. You know how many people Rich Porter had killed?
You know
what I'm saying? They love Wayne Perry. You know how many people they say that Wayne Perry used to kill people just for fun, just like he getting all the females. I'm gonna kill him, but he's loved and appreciated. So at what point do we change up? You know what I'm saying? At what point does the culture change, Cap?
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I said, the same cycle. You like I said, I've been like so far and separated from that. You know, because like even before I came into the truth, I was really trying to just find myself. You know, find myself like I guess religiously. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to find the Most High. Just trying to find what's right in life. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, after my boxing career, actually, I was still trying to revamp my boxing career. So I'm running around and but main thing I was trying to do is just try and find some righteousness.
That's right.
You know, and just look at life, period, and how do you be righteous in life? So I was trying to be a Christian, trying to like look at the Christian channels and stuff like that. And I didn't go to church a lot because I see where the pastors were really fake.
Right.
And then the pastors didn't fear God. That's what I knew then in the world. I knew the pastors didn't fear God, and I used to get upset when I used to see them they do wicked things, and I was like, damn, they don't even fear the God,
Right.
So they're going through that. So like seeing all this type of stuff, it's like the same thing going over and over again. And then, like I said, falling in love with hustlers and stuff. Everybody trying to like do the same thing that the next brother did. You know what I'm saying? I thought a lot of brothers learned, you know, after Rayful Edmond. You know what I'm saying?
Right. There you go.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
everybody too.
Exactly. You know, and it was so crazy when Rayful Edmond, when they got busted, I didn't even know who the hell they was talking about. When they showed the picture, I mean, they didn't show the picture. They said, yeah, Rayful Edmond. So I was heard on the news. I wasn't watching, and I heard Rayful Edmond got busted, and I said, who the hell is that? Right. You know, because we used to call them rapists. You know, black people, we fuck up a nigga's name, you know, all the time, you know. So we never knew his name was really Rayful. We thought his name was Rafist. It was Rafist Nim. Rafist Nim. Rafist Nim doing this. Rafist Nim doing that.
That's how y'all talk too, for sure.
Yeah, you know, Rafist Nim. You know, Rafist Nim doing that. Rafist Nim. Yeah, exactly. Rafist Nim wearing bald heads now with one earring in the ear, you know. Rafist Nim doing it. So I didn't know who the hell Rayful Edmond was until I saw the picture. And then the story, I said, wait a minute, that's the nigga Rafist. Damn, you know? So he used to ride down and pass House of Champions boxing gym, you know what I'm saying? That gym was, of course, everybody knew that was, gym was notorious about being drug dealers owned it. Right. So he used to ride past and pay homage, you know, to the brothers there, you know, and then keep it going, you know, and stuff like that. So, and then what they did was like the FBI and they built this kingpin, Rayful Edmond, this kingpin of Al Capone. So they built him like that. Yeah, he was connected with California and this and that, and you got so many niggas who are connected with California doing that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So they made him out to be the #1 Al Capone type beast of black people. That's right. And then they just made an example out of him. You know what I'm saying? That's then, like I said, before Rayful Edmond, like I said, my boy Calvin Sumner, he got 99 years. Good. They gave him a kingpin charge. He got 99 years, and he's still in prison right now. He's still in prison right now, and he went in 95, you know? So it's like, and that same culture we got of falling in love with, doing this and trying to succeed in dealing drugs. That's right. I mean, like I said, you got brothers rapping. Right. They rapping, you think they get a little bit money there to say, okay, I'm gonna be righteous with this money and try to just maybe flip it so I don't go to jail. Right. So I don't go in prison, but they keep on doing the same thing and like, goddamn, y'all don't fucking stupid. Y'all don't learn, you know. The Bible calls us stiff-necked. You know what I'm saying? That's are so stiff-necked. We just keep on doing the same thing over and over. I mean, are you kidding me? I'm just so surprised at this story. Like, I'm just like I said, in the streets, I used to keep my ear to the ground. That's right. You know, because a wise man told me once to keep my ear to the ground and my mouth shut. That's right. You know, and he said you'll see a whole lot of crazy shit happen. You're gonna see a whole lot of evil stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? And I can't even remember who the hell told me that. You know what I'm saying? But it was always in my head, so I always just watch people and just watch the whole game. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thankful to my father that he told me to never get into it because once I get into it, I would never get out. Right. You know, so I could see the guy that owned the boxing gym. I could see him and all his sons and stuff, and I could see that. Nah, I don't want to be like that. They shaking down the gym all the time. They shaking down the gym and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know the cops are so dirty because every time they shaking down the gym, the damn people would get the people that own the gym, they would get somebody would tell them. They get a tip off. Somebody would tip them off that we can get a shakedown. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So my trainer, Bobby Brown, of course, he was, you know, made a brother maybe he rise again. Well, he was an old man that was a hell of a trainer. And he raised, he really like made fighters. So but Bobby Brown was an underground numbers man. Right. He did the numbers, you know what I'm saying? So when he had the numbers, so it was like, hey, all right, the shakedown coming. So all right, Bobby, they tell Bobby, come on, we going. And then a good 15 minutes later, bang, the doors fly open, bang, 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 hey, right, get your hands up, get your hands up, get your hands up. You know what I'm saying? So the whole system is so corrupt. So from nothing ever led to it. Nobody get arrested, nobody get locked up. You know what I'm saying? Because cops tipped them off. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you are sick and very stupid. That's right. If you try to be a drug dealer these days and times. Because things have gotten different. We used to see the helicopters all around the neighborhood. Right. You know, around the gym. Helicopters. You know, people just look there and look at the cops. You know what I'm saying? on top of the damn stores and the buildings across the street from the gym. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, if they did that much then, what the hell do they got now? They got fucking drones now.
Right.
They got drones now. They spying, seeing everything you do. You got to be a damn fool to try to deal drugs these days. Because they got too much. Yeah. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's the devil the Bible speaks of. And he's going to set it up. He's going to make sure that you get away a little bit. They watching you all the time, dummy. Yep. They watch you all the time, and you get away with a little bit. Okay, this doesn't get enough. Let them get enough. We're going to get them. We're going to get them. I can remember the brother I'm telling you about that got the 99 years. His lawyer was Kenneth Monday. Kenneth Monday was the mayor, was the lawyer for Mayor Berry.
Okay,
got Mayor Berry. When Mayor Berry was caught smoking a crack pipe.
Smoking crack in a hotel.
With a hotel. So Kenneth Monday got Mayor Berry off. So Kenneth Monday was called. He was deemed the Johnny Cochran of the East Coast. He would get you off, and then they start calling him the lawyer for the hustlers. Because every hustler to get in some deep trouble, they get Kenneth Monday. The judge, my friend Calvin, he told me that. He said, "Well, goddamn," he said, "Man, I was giving me." He said, they pulled a 357 and all this crack out of my pocket, man, one night. And he said, "Damn, we walked into the courtroom, man, they threw it out." He said the judge was saying, "Hey, Kenny, hey, how you doing, Kenny? How you doing?" And Kenneth Monday was like, "Hey, how you doing?" So look, when Kenneth Monday died, they came after the brother. They came after the brother and they gave him 99 years.
Good night.
They gave him 99 years. So you have, like I said, it's so heavy. Like I said, you have to be a fool. Like I'm watching these dudes. This is like a mad joke almost. It's like when you're reading the story, I'm like, are you kidding me? You got a goddamn rap contract. You gonna really try to deal drugs? You got to be a damn fool to try to deal drugs these days and times.
That's right.
Come on, the white man's the devil. He's
right.
going to set it up to make sure that you get away enough times to build a case on you, dummy. Right. You're not being slick. You're not going under the radar. No, you are the radar. They got the cameras on you. They know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But they had a plan for us. They always had a plan for us. Like I came up with fighting, street fighting, used to fight. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, like I said, they would, like, we never had used the term gangs. Right. We never used the term gangs. You know what I'm saying? But we hung together. Like you would call us a gang because a gang is like a bunch of brothers, a bunch of people, Right. So they probably, like I said, nowadays, if you could, the terminology, you hung together, not as a gang, but we were a gang of people. It was a gang of brothers. Like there was a good 20 then. Then we went to Wilson Hospital one day to beat a nigga down. We had 20 niggas. That was a gang, all right? It was 20 niggas came up out of that subway station and beat people down. So they would say it was a gang, you know what I'm saying? But we never characterized ourselves as a gang, Right. But they had a plan for us. One time we was downtown. I'm just gonna make this short. We was downtown in the like working and retail district in DC, F Street. F Street was a big retail district downtown. So we were downtown. We met some dudes downtown to fight them, So we would just, everybody, no weapons, this time, like, really, like, say, the crack epidemic was, like, real slowly, like, getting started. But we were still, like, street fighting. It was around about 1985, I would say. Come. So, you know what I'm saying? So the crack was coming in, and the guns were coming in. But the guns wasn't really in the communities yet. So what the white man did, I remember we was downtown, and as we, like, arguing, pushing, and shoving, and the uniform cops were watching us, and they were out there saying, "Hey man, you breaking it up. Hey man, y'all better go on, man. We're gonna lock you up," something like that. So we still like beefing to the other dudes. We got to beef, but we are talking back and forth. Yeah, nigga, come on, nigga, you ain't nothing. So we talking back and forth. But it was four white detectives in a car, in a marked car, and I watched them. And one day, like while all the commotion was going on, I watched them in the car. And one of them, and they were talking, and like the dude in the back seat was like leaning up over the seat of the driver, and he was like saying this and this and pointing all this, stuff like that. And it was crazy because the one that he was talking to was smiling. He was like, doing like this and just smiling and smiling and smiling. And it was like, I mean, I got a crazy feeling over me, like what they planning now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when I look back at that stuff, that was stuff like they were saying, like, okay, now they sitting here just street fighting now with fists, but we're going to give these crazy niggas guns.
Right.
We're going to give these niggas guns, and now they're not going to be just street fighting and punching each other in black in the eye, and they're going to be killing one another.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So with the crack came the guns too, also.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so niggas, every, if I might say, every bitch ass nigga got a gun.
Right.
That's right.
Niggas used to take L's. Niggas used to take L's at the go-go, get stomped out at the go-go. Now they had a gun. Now they're not going to take no L no more. They're going to kill a nigga for a little petty street fight.
That's right.
They're going to kill a nigga for that girl. The nigga got the girl that he liked, that he was sweet on.
Yeah.
Right.
So niggas start dying off real simple shit. That's when DC became murder capital. That's when DC became where everybody just so many deaths in the small areas.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They
DC
planned that shit. They planned that shit for us. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And it's so sad to see us right now that we still think we're gonna deal drugs. We still think we're gonna. I mean, you can't do that. Come on, come on, man. And this is why everybody you got a whole lot of brothers, and I'm glad to see you got brothers and sisters paying attention to the I.S.U.P.K under command of Junior Hahn. Because we putting it out there. We putting it out there that, hey, this is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel 35 and 5 said perpetual hatred. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to keep on doing things to us, finding a way to annihilate us. You know what I'm saying? This is the crafty counsel, what we're going through. You know, like it says in Isaiah, crafty counsel. The crafty counsel is give those niggas guns and drugs and they will kill each other. Yep. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to kill them. They will kill each other. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the Most High is doing in the spirit of the Most High in Christ that's in the I.S.U.P.K and the command of Junior Hahn. To wake our people up and tell us to just come away from all that stuff and really serve the Most High. You know?
I got two pieces.
Brother.
Go ahead, brother. The book of Exodus chapter 32 and verse 9. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
Oh, but hold it was a stiff-necked people. Now, hold on, slack it. Now listen, the Most High said it. Right. The Most High said it. He said, I've seen these people, and they are stiff-necked. They're gonna go on from the. I mean, come on, I'm telling y'all stuff that happened in the 80s,
right?
85 and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? 83. You know what I'm saying? This stuff got started. I can remember my cousin got killed in 82. My cousin Junior, he went to New York, and you know, I never thought of him doing anything, any drug dealing, but I did see him on this dude named Gigolo. Gigolo was like the first drug dealer I ever known. That lived up the street, and one day I was coming down the alley and I saw Junior talking to Gigolo, you know, and I went home and said, "Hey, I saw Junior up there on Gigolo's porch," you know, and I just as a kid I said, "Damn, why are you on Gigolo's porch?" You know, Gigolo's the man that does everything, you know what I'm saying? And then like in 82, my cousin Junior went to New York and got killed, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? So really things like started like in the 80s. Things like really started in the 80s when they put the crack cocaine epidemic. You know what I'm saying? The Iran Contra scandal. You know what I'm saying? When Ronald Reagan and all them type of stuff, when they traded the guns, the arms for the poppy seeds and all that type of stuff. You know, the white man did a trick, did an evil trick, and that's what it says in what is it? Isaiah 80. What is it? Psalms 83. The crafty counsel. The crafty counsel. They planned this stuff.
Yeah,
they planned this stuff. These guys, like what we talking about, this rapper trying to sell drugs. They planned this stuff.
Right.
I'm saying Psalms 83, the crafty counsel. That's about Rayful Edmond. That's about Al Poe. That's about the brother we talking about right now. The crafty counsel. They planned it for us. They planned it for us, and you can't get away from it. The only way you can get away from it is serving the Most High. That's coming in I.S.U.P.K under command of Junior Hahn, serving the Most High. That's how you get away. Right. That's the only solution. That's the only solution. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, go ahead, brother.
Come on. I was going to read some more on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got the other precept too to just kind of go with that if I could. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 9. That this is a rebellious people.
Rebellious. Man, good gracious. We rebel. I mean, come on, man. We are rebellious. Read on, brother.
Lying children.
Oh, ouch. I heard. Lying children. Lying children. Lying children. Man,
that's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Will not hear. Isn't that something? Isn't that something so sad? Will not hear. And look, we getting a real good boost from the Christian church. That's Christianity. Right. We get a boost from them. We get a boost from being righteousness, doing evil. We get a boost to be doing evil through the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? Because Christian church say the laws are done away with anyway. Right. The laws protect us from doing dumb shit like selling drugs.
Right.
The law protects us from it. But what the people where you go to get some righteousness from the Lord, they're telling you that the laws are done away with.
Right.
So what the hope is there for Israel? Right. I mean, come on. What hope is that for us?
That's a heavy.
We have no hope because Christianity destroys us. You know what I'm saying? That's Christianity is not only satanic, it's idiotic. That's right. It doesn't even make sense. Yeah, right. Go ahead, brother.
Come on. Good night. That's so heavy, man. Everything you say, Cap. That's so heavy what we're doing in this place. Like we don't learn from nothing, and that's why the Lord said we stiff neck. You better get up in this I.S.U.P.K or the command general. I'm telling you, you know what I mean? Because in here we don't worry about the things that brothers and sisters worry about in the world. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in a situation where I end up having to call the police, guess what? I can do that, and I'm not a snitch because you know what? I don't sell drugs. I don't rob people. I don't kidnap people. I don't murder people. I don't commit crimes. So guess what? And according to your world, I'm a quote unquote civilian. No, I'm just a soldier. You know what I'm saying, for the I.S.U.P.K. to command the general. You know what I mean? And guess what? I might, if need be, if it needs to be where you got to go to jail because you don't know how to act, guess what? That might be mercy because it could be worse.
Exactly.
It's not worse than you going to jail. You know what I'm saying? So I advise everybody to do the right thing. You know what I mean? Because guess what? A pedophile going to jail, that's mercy. Because the Lord can deal with you a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying? And our people just don't seem to grasp that. You know what I mean? But Kamar, did you have any more on this particular story with this brother?
I'll be brief. I mean, like Cap was saying, everything he was saying was so on point. Everything he was saying was so on point too. And to add to what he was saying was that, the Bible even talks about, because I think it's Ecclesiasticus, because judgment or sentence against an evil work don't come quick.
Right.
One of us need to wait for Edmonds prospering so long. He got the limit. He got the gold on back in the 70s, 80s. I remember hearing a story about the Georgetown Hoyas coach, John Thompson, had to meet with Rayford Edmonds and tell him, hey, man, stay with goddamn players. You got these niggas not want to hoop no more. They want to sell dope. Because they see how he was Alonzo Mourning.
Exactly.
Yeah, Alonzo Mourning and all the boys. And he like, yo, stay away from my player because he had the basketball games, mingling, inviting them to the parties. He had the boxing matches. I mean, and he was making $70 million a month at one point. That's insane back in those times. So, but he was able to prosper for so long until his grace ran out. And now he's a rat. He's snitching from jail, protecting for the rest of his life. He's not the only one. All these big time drug dealers we see prospering, it's like that because you got caught being a witch, you got stoned to death right there, boom.
Right.
Yeah.
You got caught being a whore, they drag you out the house, stone you to death. That was quick judgment.
That's right.
Now you get to prosper for so long selling drugs, and now you rapping about it. So they're doing it, so I can do it too because they're not in jail. Until you become a rat, then what?
That's right.
Damn right.
It's one of those things where we always see the cheese, but we don't see the trap all the time, every damn time. We gotta stop being like that. You know what I mean? Like you said, get out the streets, man. The streets are a myth. Like there's plenty of things you can do. You can be cool. You can be fly as a plumber. You could be a barber or you know what I'm saying, a musician or something, but you don't have to sell drugs. Up in Rico a RICO charge because you want to be Tony Montana.
Yeah.
Right.
All those days is over with. Rayford Edmonds and Alpo them paid for that. Like
that's right.
There
Yeah,
will be no more
done deal.
BMF is over. There's no more BMF again. That'll never happen again.
Ever.
Everybody's snitching. Everybody's talking to the police, and nobody wants to go to jail. So just do a regular 9 to 5, and then call it a day, and you'll live. You'll stay out of jail.
Damn right. If I could, you stay so heavy, and if you don't want a 9 to 5, then try to be a damn entrepreneur. Make a damn make a YouTube channel and tell stories. And say, something else legally. You know what I mean? You'll be just fine. But if you try to do any of that Alpo, Wayne, Perry stuff these days, Big Head Gary, all of them, you're going to jail in the handbasket immediately. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Like that cat, I think that cat down there in Atlanta, Rallo, he was doing it.
Too.
Rallo, same thing. He thought he was going to be the next kingpin. It lasted for maybe a year, and guess what? Now he's in jail, and he's probably not getting out ever. It's just what's going to happen. You know what I mean?
He was on an airplane with millions of dollars in cash. I remember the pictures.
Right.
Like, you should have seen the Instagram comments like, dang, he doing it. I just need a little piece of that. No, you don't want a piece of that.
You really don't.
That's going to
exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
You better off being a shift manager at McDonald's.
That's right.
He's sitting in prison like Rollo right now because he has he can't do anything.
Nothing.
Your girl, you go to jail. Your girl going, everybody in the hood going to jump up and down on her. That's a wrap. Everybody hit that. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get. People gonna get tired of taking your calls every day because they got a life to live too.
That's right.
That's it.
You can't be mad at them. They still love you, but nigga, I can't talk to you about what's going on out here. You don't know. Go lay down. Go do your time. Go lay down.
It's a lot, brother.
Yeah.
My bad. So like, what you saying is so heavy. And if I could just piggyback off it real quick before we move on, unless Cap got something, I gotta say, and that's why I'm so glad I'm in the Israelite school. I always point this out. The Israelite school of universal practical knowledge.
Yeah.
Everything we do in here is practical. You understand? You know what I always found to be impractical? You mean to tell me that when Alpo snitched, you were shocked? Like that's amazing. That's amazing to me. Like, so you mean to tell me that someone who's willing to kill people, who's willing to sell drugs to mothers with babies, grandmothers? I heard that the crack epidemic, and this is everything I heard from the men, my pops, brothers older than me, Cap, obviously, brothers older than me who was there. They was like, the crack epidemic was so crazy that people will work for the post office and stop at the crack spot on their way to work to pick up cracks. And they would just be a regular, postal worker. You know what I'm saying? Or
functioning crackheads.
Functioning crackheads, you know what I'm saying? And they would go in there with their kids. Yeah. One brother told me one time he was in the crack spot copping himself, and he seen a man come in there to cop crack with his teenage daughter.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was.
You gotta think about that one. That was the earlier phases of crack when it was party drug. They went from powder to crack. It was still kind of new. The effects didn't hit till about 3 or 4 years later when the crack heads developed. Now they stealing your VCR Nintendo.
Right. And your busy box.
Like at first, it's a good high. I got a job and the people working at Ford. I was born in Detroit. Me and my 4 brothers. Me and Bob Kayal, Quadazar, my brother Dion. My pops got us up out of Detroit in the 80s, like 82, 83. I was born in 83. He got us up out of there around like 88, 85 or something like that. Man, crack was insane. And and you got to think about it. Those are the early stages. When you start becoming crackheads around like 89, 88, 89, 90, 91, that's when you start seeing the mass incarceration, the hookers, the women who used to look good, now they teeth fall out their mouth. This is the early 90s when you start getting all these hip-hop shoot 'em up movies and music, all indulge in this crack culture. Because that drug that was once, I got the money to buy it, I want to get high, turned into I can't live without it. Right. And now you're getting killed over it. And it was a sad thing, but that was purposely done too.
That's right.
But all these niggas is threats, though. You're going to tell.
And why wouldn't you? Why would you expect a dude who's willing to do the things he does to maintain himself as a drug kingpin? Why would you be shocked that he would sacrifice you to get out of jail?
Yeah.
Right.
You know exactly. You think somebody like Rayford Edmonds or Alpo, who was responsible for millions of deaths, whether by the gun or by the drugs, you shocked that person is willing to rat you out to get out? Are you crazy?
I remember P.B. Kirkland said, even with the heroin, when he was selling the opioids, he was like, man, it was so bad. He saw a woman, one of the drug dealers made a woman sleep with a canine.
Good night.
In front of the whole crew. Like, how bad you want this hit? and he called his German Shepherd in there, and she was blowing a German Shepherd for a hit. They laughing, and they sitting back like, damn, take it. Like making people do, insane, abominable acts, vile acts, just to get it. I mean, beautiful women who were once, beautiful high school prom queen.
I used to be the prom queen. Now you're the prom fiend.
Now you're a prom fiend.
Now you're the prom fiend.
No, now you're a hooker.
That's
now
right.
you're like on that movie. I think it was Jungle Fever. At the end of it, he walking his daughter to school, and the black girl walks up to Wesley Snipes. Was like, "Yo, I'll give you a beach." He just grabs her and starts hollering.
Right.
Like we're so destroyed this place, but these rappers, they glorify it, and then when you get jammed up living out your dreams, you want to snitch. You are immoral and you're a rat. And I'm glad they marked those ones that are rats, because they need to be marked for being a rat. Because you took to save your life so you can go home and sleep with your girl. You threw your man's in the pen. Now he's in there with some kind of integrity. Yeah, he's a criminal, but he has more integrity than you because he didn't snitch.
That's right.
Like Sean Burrows. He shut that club up. He went laid down. He said, well, Diddy ain't gonna give me no lawyer. He went laid down, did his time. I ain't hear nothing about him ratting.
Right.
But the rest of you Negroes, all y'all rats, man. Especially T.I. T.I. is one brother who I cannot stand when he talks. He's a goddamn rat. And then now recently he came out and said that he's
on his dead cousin.
Yeah, because he heard that from somebody else. See, T.I. think he's slick. Why didn't you say that 5, 6, 10 years ago? We was on your ass about it, Paul.
Right.
Now you want to say because a nigga from Chicago, one of them young rappers from Chicago, made a point. He was like, "Yo, I think it was King Von. He grew up around King Von and them. He was like, "Yo, I got jammed up, whoopty whoop, and to get out of jail, I snitched on my dead homie because really the nigga did it, but he's dead. No, it was Birdman brother.
Right.
Birdman brother said he did that, and people got caught in limbo. Say, well, is that snitching?
Right.
Kowal shot a bunch of niggas up, and no one told on Kowal, but Kowal is gone now, and I'm in a jam. Can I say that? Hey, I got some bodies for y'all. Y'all know those cold cases that y'all didn't solve back in '97?
Yeah.
Okay, you let me out of jail, I can solve these cold cases for you. Now, when you solve a cold case, you look like the man. Right. You don't went and dug up the case.
Right.
These niggas who know for a fact that their man's is dead now that shot 25 people. They know where the bodies was buried. They know where they dumped them in the river. Their cold cases get dug up. Now you're going to snitch and say, oh, well, if you let me out of this jam, I could give you 4 cold cases. That nigga, is that snitching or is it not? See, that's the card that T.I. played though. Now he acting like, oh, he ain't here no more. So, but you're gonna see a lot of that too. Brothers trying to, blame bodies on the dead. It's crazy. Anything to come home.
Salaki, if I was saying, and being locked up, prisons is not Disneyland.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like brothers, people be looking at brothers when they snitching. This is why we tell you don't be caught up in the crime games or anything you're doing something that's going to cause you to be incarcerated.
Yeah, you can't pay.
Because it's not Disneyland. Who the hell want to go in there? So when the years start hitting and everybody start looking at time they're going to be serving, brothers are going to snitch. Right. Brothers are going to snitch, and it was crazy because I was with this cat. The cat I told you has got 99 years. We went to a cookout before they grabbed him, and a lot of the brothers was at that cookout, and they were talking like different ones was talking, saying that they, well, they questioned me, they told me this, they told me they might give me this years and this and that and different, and then majority, all of the brothers said that they wasn't going to cop a plea. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't going to snitch. But when it came down to it, everybody snitched.
Yeah, everybody.
Of course.
Everybody snitching. Would you like to Kowal? They was dry snitching.
Yeah,
they snitched. The nigga snitched.
Yep.
The nigga snitched. Everybody snitched, and the nigga got 99 years.
Right.
Get 99 years and won't see the light of day. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. And then they had we had a DA, a redhead DA. This Edomite. And he started the 10 years, giving brothers a dime, like for anything, anything. First offense, you get that 10 years.
Damn.
Anything, 10 years. Like Salakia, it wasn't anything. It was like far as drugs.
Right.
Your first offense, possession charge, maybe you had a blunt or something, is anything. He started giving niggas 10 years. 10 years. So around about, I don't know, around about 2000, in the 2000s, early 2000s, when I moved back to DC, I started running into different brothers, and almost every brother I run into me say, yeah, I just did a dime. I just did a dime. I just did a dime. And I was like, God damn, y'all niggas are with some time serving niggas, man. I was like, God damn, y'all niggas did damn. Then my friend Mike, I knew in the 6th grade. I remember he did it 12 years. He was like, damn, I did 12 years, So, and that was about the time when I told him that the dude that got locked up for 99 years, and he said, well, you know something? He said, I was locked up with that brother. He said, man, I was telling him, he said, I ain't nothing you can tell a brother that got 99 years. He said, I told him just, man, maybe coach some basketball or something. He said, because goddamn, they gave the brother 99 years. And the only brother that stuck to his guns and didn't snitch was this crazy little nigga named Michael Jefferson. Now, Mike Jefferson was a wild dude. So Mike Jefferson said at this cookout, he said, I ain't got a pot to piss in or when to throw it out. He said, I'm gonna tell him to kiss my ass, So he got in the trial and he threw a chair at the judge, like on dead presidents.
Like dead presidents.
I believe dead presidents get that from the story of Mike Jefferson. Mike Jefferson got in the thing and he threw the damn chair at the judge. He said, F you, and picked the chair up and threw the chair at the judge. And he the only one stuck to the guns. He the only one didn't snitch. You know what I'm saying? And only didn't snitch. But it was just crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? That different brothers, so many brothers, like they went down that road, said they wasn't going to snitch, said they wasn't going to do that, said they brothers and shit, and you know what I'm saying? They snitch.
I don't think they understand how bad jail is, though. Like they always want to glorify the stuff that gets you thrown in jail, but they don't know what comes out of jail and actually tells you how bad it is. As far as like having to sleep your days away or calling home, and nobody's picking up the phone, calling your girl, she not answering, and they're gonna hang up the phone on you, eating off those nasty, filthy trays, not having no commissary, being around a bunch of men all day, hearing groans and cries and sexual deviance. It's so much disgustingness. Like, why would you want to be around a bunch of men with no women around, let's say COs or the nurse or something? Why would you want to do that? I always thought that some of the brothers might be gay. The ones that the jailbirds, the ones that's always in and out, because you think about it, jail is so bad for you, and it's a place that's literally hell. Why would you want to keep running back and forth? Especially if you take the rich life like Casanova. Casanova's a brother he's a felon. He spent like 10 to 15 years in prison for like armed robberies. He gets out, he makes a couple hit records, he makes millions of dollars. He's in with Jay-Z, all this. He gets caught in another RICO or some kind of Gorilla Stone blood madness. And it's like, brother, you just had a taste of freedom and riches, something you never had, and you go back to the niggas in prison. You might have a boyfriend or something in there we didn't know about. Because it allows me like, are you just a glutton for punishment?
And so I didn't mean to cut you off the call. And that's a sad part of with us too, with us as a people. You know what I'm saying? Because we keep on going back, and we have that, and a lot of times that's a demon. They have a demon on that. Demon wants to put them back in there. You know what I'm saying? Wants to put them back in there, and it's like you wonder, like you get out. And then you sit there and they tell you not to do this, not to do that. And then you do something to go back in there. I mean, it's like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so sad. To see that type of thing. You see brothers like keep on returning. You keep on returning. Goddamn, you ain't learned your lesson. You didn't learn your lesson then. You know what I'm saying? That's because brothers don't never have. Some brothers are like, will really want to, like, maybe they want to do right. They want to do right. They want to stay out. You know what I'm saying? But they get out, and what do they get? They get the shit that we see right now. They get that.
Right.
They get that. You know what I'm saying? They can't do things for their family. You know what I'm saying? They can't supply the family with the good things. They can't raise their kids.
Right.
And all types of stuff. And then it's like, goddamn, then they going, damn. But you know, Satan gonna they not in the truth.
Right.
So Satan gonna be in their ear. Hey, you know you can go in there. You look at that dude. That dude going in there, you can go and rob him.
Right.
You can go and rob that store. You know that? You can go and rob that store because you can get away with it. Because like every nigga locked up got a plan, had a plan.
They do.
He didn't cover the part, well, yeah, I'm gonna get caught, I'm gonna go to trial, they're gonna hit me with this count, they're gonna hit me with that count. He didn't go like that road. He went the route of, oh yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna get away with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get away with it. Shit, when we used to make a plan to go and steal out of the 7-Eleven.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't go in, so you grab the donuts, you grab the punch, you grab the chips, you know what I'm saying? You grab me and hit the door. We didn't go and say, oh yeah. But you know, if the cop come there, he'd grab me, and then we have to go to trial, and then we have to go to court, and then we get locked up. You know what I'm saying? Then we may have to go to juvenile court, you know, juvenile detention, and then stuff like that. We didn't think like that. You know what I'm saying? We thought about grabbing some chips and grabbing it and eating in the park.
Right.
You know? So brothers be like that he's the same way. You know, they don't cover the part where, damn, this shit might go wrong.
Right.
This might go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Right. I was when I got done real dirty by my managers, when I was this Amalek, this Jewish bastard, I really wanted to go and kill him. I wanted to go and kill him. And then I was making up plans where I can really go and kill him. And this crazy dude I told you about, Mike Jefferson, he had told me, he said, hey, Vince, you need anything, man, just call me, man. Just call me. I'm going to be there, you know? Good, and man. I was like thinking when I was going through these problems, I was like, I ought to go try to hook up with Mike. You know, this before he got locked up. Yeah. I was crazy Mike, but then I said, nah, that crazy nigga might kill everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then I said, then I'm gonna get locked up, and then so like that. I said, nah, I'm not even gonna do it. And I just killed the whole plan. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'm thankful that I just thought like that. You know, in my wickedness. You know what I'm saying? That's not even in the truth. I'm thankful that I thought like that. You know what I'm saying? But brothers don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't think like that in the world. You know what I'm saying? We could right now. We just think about what we're going to do. How are we going to get out of this? How are we going to go and, you know, make things better for myself? How I'm going to go and make things better for myself and this and that. And we don't. Oh,
Salaki.
Right.
I think we lost Cap. No sweat. You're going to be back up in this piece. You know what I'm saying? Finish everything you're talking about.
Right.
Not a problem.
Yeah, what he was saying when and then too about the brothers, you know, imagine how exceedingly great we'd be as a nation if all of our brothers channeled that one. Because think about it, psychologically, sometimes you want young black men, Hispanic men, look forward to going to jail.
That's what I want to say. That's crazy.
It's like a badge of honor in a sense. Like,
right?
We're not a soft punk people. Like we have this thing about, especially our young men. It's like they want to join the gang that's the toughest. Right. Like I want to be rough. I want to experience this like hard, because the more scars I have, the more fights I've been in, the more hardships I've been in, the tougher I am. That's even when they start battle rappers talk about who was the poorest.
That's
one nigga say my lights was cut off. One nigga was like, well, nigga, you ain't have roaches. Well, nigga, you ain't have to cut a Sprite bottle and use a bowl. Like they try to outdo each other.
Right.
Dude, you did 1 year, I did 5. Nigga, what you mean? Like, so this whole toughness thing about young black and Hispanic men wanting to go to jail. Imagine we channel that energy into just being warriors for the Most High. So nobody can deal with us.
That's right.
Nobody.
That's very cool.
Yeah, we'll go in prison. Like you ask some young kids, like, you know, because jail is glorified. Mm-hmm. It's glorified in rap, especially. You know what I'm saying? Like you on the streets, all right, you tough. Mm-hmm. But then such and such come home from doing 5 years. He come home all swole with a little knowledge. He like, yeah, you ain't as hard as him.
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody on his body, like, oh, he just came home,
right?
And he held it down in jail. So now you like, damn, well, I'm a rapper, but I ain't been in jail yet, so they don't call me soft.
Exactly.
So now I gotta do something to go to jail. So now that I go to jail, I might get shanked in there. I might get raped. You never know what can happen.
Exactly.
It's a trap, and you gotta fight your way in there. It's like gladiator school.
Right, and that goes back to what you said, what I thought was so heavy when you said they don't know what the inside of jail is like. Because I remember, you know. It's so funny you said that, Kawal, because I remember coming up, and mind, like I said, I'm a good boy. I grew up in a good, you know, I'm from the good people. Everybody time I tell somebody I'm from Queens, they always think I'm from Queensbridge, always, because I'm black or from Southside. I'm like, I'm like, I'm not from Queensbridge. I'm not from Southside. I'm from the nice part. I'm from the part of Queens where Spider-Man is from. That's where I'm from.
Ozone Park.
Ozone Park, South Ozone Park is kind of rough because that's near the South Side. That's near the South Side. I'm from Forest Hills, Queens, where Spider-Man is from. That's where I'm from, right? You know what I mean? But no sweat. But the reality is though, when I was coming up, though, I did kind of feel that because I went to school with a lot of kids from Queensbridge. I went to school in Corona on Northern Boulevard where Cool G Rap is from. And a lot of kids in that area, you know what I mean? Yeah, a lot of them was either from Queensbridge or knew people in Queensbridge, or they was from East Elmhurst, they was from Left Rack City, they was from all these places. And so I felt inadequate. Like, damn, like I ain't hard enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I wish I was from Southside. I wish I was from Queensbridge. Because there is that thing as a young boy where you want to feel strong. You want to feel like, you know what I mean? Like I can handle this or I can handle that. Yeah. But what is crazy, going back to the other thing you said, my pops told me that there was a time when he was real young, when the hustlers, when they went to jail, they didn't glorify it.
Yeah, they didn't.
They didn't. When the hustlers went to jail back in the 60s and the 70s, you know, they would be like, they would say, if you was from up north, they would be like, y'all, I was down south for a little bit. I was down south, you know what I mean? Yeah. They would never want to be like, yeah, I was in jail, nigga. Like, you know, like it's something to be proud of. But then after that crack came and the money that these kids was making, is like that mentality switch. Because in the 80s with that crack, as you mentioned, now hustlers used to be in their 30s. Yeah. You know, back in the 50s, 60s, a hustler would be, you know, in his late 20s, early 30s, might be in his 40s. But then when that crack came, now you got dudes making millions of dollars and they 17 years old. Right. You know what I'm saying? They 16, 18 years old. So everything switched. And now you have this glorification. And that's what Gunna said in his statement. He said he was making music that was supposed to glorify urban life. In other words, he was making music that glorified everything that they charged him with in that RICO case. Yeah. Murder, kidnapping, drug dealing, all of that stuff.
Everything.
All of that.
We can all roads lead back to the so-called oppressor being the devil.
They
run the media and the music. Remember that movie CB4? Cell Block 4. Like, it was a comedy, but it was psychological how Chris Rock can say, you know what? They on stage with the jail cell bars and all that. Right. Snoop Dogg, Murder Was the Case They Gave Me. A hit platinum song. Jail bars closing in the background. You can hear the cling.
Yeah, the cling. Yup.
All that's a glory.
They would come on stage with in a jail outfit.
Yeah, you come on stage. Yeah, and if you really locked in, you came on stage like Hannibal Lecter on a stretcher like this with your mouth closed, and then the smoke coming. Then they let you out. You just like it's crazy how they glorify jail.
That's right.
But the fake Jews, you know, the synagogue of Satan, they had the funds and money to weaponize that music against us.
That's right.
Which became hip hop culture, and then the more need to want to go to jail.
Right.
Now, you're not a rapper unless you get shot 9 times.
Oh man.
Remember there was a time where if you didn't get shot, you wasn't a real rapper.
Right.
It used to be that. I shot the nigga doing the shooting.
Right. I remember that.
Man. Now you got to get shot.
You got to get shot up and
been in jail. What you're saying is not credible. So we have all these stupid rules, like in the black community, like even something simple as send a nigga to the store.
Mm-hmm.
Like the psychology behind our people is amazing. Like in UPK, if we sitting around, we run out of ice because we have rank, structure, and order and decency. I can ask the trooper such and such, do me a favor, shot. Here's the money. Can you run to the store, get us some ice? We run low on ice. We need some sodas. You know, the cap need this or whatever. Kind of on concert, he go do it, and no one clowns him. No, but you send a nigga to the store. We playing cards in the hood, and you send a nigga to the store. The minute some bitches get around, we used to send him to the store. Nigga, he sent me to no store like that. Just sending a nigga to the store will cause a fight.
That's heavy, bro.
It's crazy. You can't send a nigga to the store.
That is the self-destructive behavior of being. I always think about it, bro. Like when being black, bro, his Latino and Native Indian too, because they go through the same thing. We all brothers. Being an Israelite, bro, is like there's a scripture in Deuteronomy that says that I'm paraphrasing, where it says you shall have no assurity of thy life. That thy life shall hang in the balance.
In a balance, right?
Like every day you walk as a black man, it's like something is out to get you. If it ain't the oppressor trying to lock you up, it's another black man trying to murder you. It's like it's right. Like it's like you anywhere you go, and it's like even just our own culture is a culture of just death. Like our culture is like you have to lose. I gotta go to jail. I gotta be a snitch. I gotta be this. I gotta kill. You know, is never nothing positive. And I remember coming up. You remember this? If you was too positive, you got clowned.
You got clowned.
You got clowned if you was too positive.
On Benny Siegel's album, he had a song called "What's Your Life Like."
Yeah,
like mine's is real. Everything's signed and sealed. He's rapping about what you know about this, and it was all hardships.
Horrible shit.
The reverse of that will be what you know about two-parent household.
Yeah.
Encouragement, telling me I'm somebody, good grades. That's not selling though.
Right.
Why that doesn't sell? Because the fake Jews won't put that out.
That's right. Damn.
So it's not like niggas. The Bible talks about the Bible talks about they went war. They made war with those that speak uprightly or something like that. Like the brothers are kicking that knowledge.
That's
kicking
right.
that, the sciences are talking about, being somebody and being positivity, KRS-One type of deal. That rap, nah, we don't want to hear that.
Nope.
I want to hear Snoop Dogg's Murder Was the Case. I want to hear Too Shorts, Bitches and Hoes, CB4, Sweat for My Balls, all that nonsense rap. That's what we're going to push. So when it hits the community, it hits the ears of the young minds.
That's right.
I have to go to jail now. I'm not tough enough.
That's right.
Like remember he said, my man, I should take my rap sheet and just smack you with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm tough. Like I've been what jail you been to? So now I can't even get in the cipher because what I'm kicking is not hard enough. Pause.
Yeah.
It's like, but we got to stop this. We got to change the narrative.
You can't even get in the cipher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't come.
You can't even spit a bar. You said what jails you've been in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got no $150.
None of that.
You ain't never been cut. You ain't never been.
Nope.
So it's that type of deal where we got to stop glorifying that, demonize that nonsense, and glorify the brother with the good grades.
Damn right. And that's why, if I could, Kawal, and we spend the time on this, but I hope everybody tuning in is, you know what I'm saying, you gathering something. This is a very heavy discussion that, piggybacked off this one article. We had other articles to get into. We might have some time, but this is such a heavy thing that I want people to understand. And what you're saying is so heavy, Kawal, is like, and that's why the danger, I look at people like Charleston White.
Right.
And the danger of a guy like him is that some of the things he says are things that to a person with a little bit of intelligence might say, damn, that kind of makes sense. Like, it's kind of messed up that as a black man, I just got to get shot. I can't, either I got to be in a gang or I just got to get terrorized. I can't call the police if someone's doing harm to my family. Right. I can't, I just got to be stuck in this condition. And the danger of a person like that is he'll say that, but on the same token, he'll say it's okay to smoke weed, or he'll say it's okay to deal with whores or to deal with white women, as you put me on, and Buck, you put me on. He's a staunch supporter of white women. You know what I mean? He's a Confederate fool and all of that. The only place where you're going to get all of the information to really get us out of this mindset, this impractical mindset, it is impractical to think the way we think in the streets, man. It is impractical. It doesn't make sense. It is hypocritical and foolish. Because guess what? That same drug dealer, while he goes out of his way, like you said, to be hard, you know what I'm saying, to be known as the toughest guy on the block. But what does he teach his son? He teaches his son, I'm gonna send you to Catholic school. I'm gonna put you in private school. Right. I don't want you to live this life. Yeah. Meanwhile, then that son's going to grow up and he's going to be, either one or two things going to happen. Either he's going to resent his father because like, damn, you wanted me to be all of this. And now I feel soft. Yeah. Now everybody ridicules me. Right. Now I am soft. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to move in certain circumstances. Yeah. Or he's just going to go ahead and just join the so-called oppressor. He's going to get himself a white girl and he's going to benefit. He's going to put all his resources, all his knowledge that he got from going to school into their society. And he's going to hate black people. Yeah. And that's what I want people to understand. Drug dealers hate black people. Facts. Snitches hate black people. So-called the same coons, you know what I'm saying? Your Shaquille O'Neals, who want to be a big 7-foot sheriff, you know what I'm saying? People like that, your Stephen A. Smiths that want to support Jerry Jones. We'll call them a coon, but you won't call Rich Porter a coon. Right. You will not call Rayful Edmond and Michael Frey. They're not coons, but they are coons. Yep. Because they hate black people. I'm waiting for somebody to come out and say, I'm just waiting for a rapper or some, criminal to come out. But listen, I hate black people. That's why I sell drugs to them. Right. I hate Latinos and Native Indians. That's why I love white people. That's why I don't sell drugs to them. Yeah. That's why I don't harm them. If I love black people, I wouldn't do this to them.
Right.
But I do it because I hate them. I'm waiting for somebody just to come out and say that, so maybe our brothers and sisters can be faced with the reality that they don't seem to want to face.
And you're right. To prove that you're right about that, when the journal was bringing out those movies where these Italians, they had rules where you couldn't sell the cocaine or heroin to their own people.
That's right.
Only sell to the Negroes or the Hispanics.
That's right.
Because they actually, in their sick, twisted, animalistic mind, they had love for their own kind.
That's right.
We don't have no love for our own kind. We see the money. We see the money. We see the opportunity to be famous. We see the riches, and that's the trap that we don't see coming.
That's right.
And it teaches us, like in the book, The Miseducation of the Negro. I think it was like when you send your child to to be educated by white society and the PWIs, they take on the culture and mindset of a white man.
That's right.
Nigger guts.
That's right.
So he comes back to the hood. He's looking, instead of looking at his people like, damn, I feel sorry for my people. I had the opportunity to go get educated and become a brain surgeon. Let me open up an office here for pediatrics or something, whatever, to help my people out because they desperately need it. I'm an exception to the rule. I made it out. Let me help.
That's right.
They don't think that. They think like the white man. Look at these niggers. If I did it, how come you can't do it?
That's right.
And they learn to hate their own kind like the white man hates us.
That's right.
You've been indoctrinated by the system, the people that you cling to. Like, we can change ourselves from the inside.
That's right.
We don't need all this extra. Black HBCUs can change with the culture of us keeping the law, statute, commandments, and understand that we're Israelites.
That's right.
The Bible is the key and to us functioning how we're supposed to. It's
right.
not Dr. Umar Johnson. It's not 19 Keys. It's none of these idiots because that's been done before. You trying to open up a school. Dr. Umar Johnson said, "Oh, I'll open up this school." And he's got this great plans. You should hear this idiot on Breakfast Club, right? He's like, tell us about your school, Dr. Umar. And he's on some, we're going to have this black program. We're going to teach real estate. We're going to teach economics, right? He has plans that God's not going to, he don't know that God's going to destroy this piss.
That's right. That's
what
right.
The hell is real estate and all they got to do? It ain't goddamn thing, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like someone's going to tell you what he don't understand all that.
That nigga is not a leader. Damn.
He's not a leader. And he says, we're going to have a curriculum. We'll be teaching them how to be agricultural. We're going to, our food program, we're going to be vegans and all this bullshit, right? Dr. Sabi's, he mentioned having Dr. Sabi's curriculum within the school. Dr. Sabi wasn't a real goddamn doctor. But you see, it sounds good to an idiot. That what he's saying sounds good to somebody who likes their ears tickled.
Right, that's right.
See, Dr. Umar Johnson is not saying anything that's hard, pause. He's not saying that thing that's going to stop you in your tracks. He's saying things like Brother Polite and all these loud mouths do, where they ramble because all of it's smooth.
That's
it all
right.
goes into your ear, you digest
that's
it,
right.
it's good to the tummy. But the minute you say there'll be no gays in my goddamn school,
Mm-hmm.
now everybody stops.
Nope, I don't want no
That's
smoke.
What we need because
that's what we need.
Well, see, that's real hardcore truth.
That's right.
And at U.P.K, we have that.
That's
right.
right.
Why people don't want to hear what we got to say. But they'll listen to Dr. Umar Johnson.
Damn right. Hey,
that quote, yeah, go ahead.
No, Salaki, bro, that's so heavy what you saying, man. These cats are my new favorite word. These are charlatans. Umar Johnson is a charlatan, brother. All these people are charlatans, bro.
And I will go so far to call them coons also.
They are coons.
They are being destructive to their own people by denying the power of the Most High God.
Damn right. And that Umar, that's right. And that Umar is real disgusting too, because him and his blackety black back to Africa. Marcus Garvey mumbo jumbo. Marcus Garvey died in the damn 1940s or something like that.
It's over. It's a wrap for that.
It's a wrap for that. Yeah. But this cat still want to hold on to that damn nasty, disgusting blackety black back to Africa nonsense. You understand? And he'll deny our Mexican brothers. Right. So Cap back in the spot. Most High in Christ.
No, man. I don't know what happened, man. I blame the white man. I blame the white man. It's like,
you gotta blame him. You gotta blame him. Hey,
exactly.
Yeah, that Umar, man, cats like that they're all coons. If you're not in the I.S.U.P.K under Command and General YAHANNA, you are a coon. Straight up and down.
And number one, that what you just said is heavy, and I walk boldly in that. Why? Because if a brother is really so they're proud. They're not unsure. The unsure brother, I'll be like, okay, he just doesn't know. You got a little. We tend to have compassion for a brother that's unsure. because he's like, well, maybe these brothers might be right. Let me hear what they got to say. But a proud, big head Negro who's sure about what his way is right, you're a coon. Because what you're doing is destructive. It's not going to help us come together. You're doing things that tear us more apart. You can't have you want to have an all boys school, number one, and no females. You want to have an all boys school. What the hell is even that? Hey, we got our classrooms are split where the brothers on this side, the sisters on this side. You got an all boys school where the parents. He said, I don't even want the parents there. You did a bad enough job raising your kids anyway. Give them to me. It's my turn to do the job. You just go home. So he wants to have an all boys vegan. It just sounds gay. It's cesspool for homosexuality. But that type of mindset and culture is he's born and bred for the system of America. Dr. Umar Johnson thinks that he's radical and back to Africa. He's really American. He's not doing anything different than no one else is done. Just like Gunna and Young Thug, all these niggas that got caught up in the RICO chasing the American dream.
That's right.
If we listen to cats like Dr. Umar Johnson, the 19 Keys, and Brother Polite, we're going to keep having this systematic oppression with these mass incarcerations and brothers rapping about BS because they don't know who the devil is and they don't know who to listen to.
God.
If you come to class and sit down for 5 goddamn minutes, you'll wake up and say, oh, this is the... Let's stop saying the Illuminati. Put a name on it. They're the white man is the devil. The Illuminati's just you're doing this broad stroke with the no. The white man's the devil. That's who's doing it. Now we could call the Leo Cohens and Goldsteins if we want to, but knock all this stuff off. That's who is the reason why we're destroyed. That's it. It's simple. All this nonsense about trying to pick apart. No. Stop trying to be like the white man. Stop trying to do his ways. Stop hating your own people. Stop sending your kids to get educated by them and they turn around and hate their own kind. Stop disrespecting the Bible and talking about these Israelites don't know what the hell they're talking about. Under Commander YAHANNA, what do you think he held on to his truth for what? Held on to his truth for what? Just so he can see our people continue to be destroyed? No. He actually cares about the life and welfare of Blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians. So Dr. Umar Johnson got to know who he is. Brother Polite got to know who he is. All these rich, big-head Negroes, y'all ways didn't work. It's time to choose this way.
That's right.
Now I'm here with that, Cap.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Most High in Christ, man. It's like, are y'all hearing me, Twab?
Come.
Count, Most High in Christ. I switched over my audio real quick. Yeah, man. So, Most High in Christ, man, we got a little bit of time left. Who saw that video, man? I think that's what we're going to probably spend the last 10 minutes or so talking about. There's a viral video of that sister in the school in the HBCU.
The Winston State.
Con. Y'all seen that?
Yeah, I seen parts of it. She was getting hauled out the classes. What'd she do, though? I didn't catch the backstory.
I don't know.
I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that story. Yeah. I was just reading about it. And I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's right here in North Carolina, too.
Right.
Man.
Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can put this up on the screen. So let's just see the video first.
Mind you, Thabawan, Stephen A. Smith went to Winston State.
Did he?
Let's see if you'll talk about this on ESPN.
Right. Damn, that's a good point. I wouldn't have caught that.
Yeah, Stephen A. went to Winston State. He did.
Nice.
Chris Paul is from Winston-Salem area. He went to high school there. It's a lot of prominent black people that went to Winston State and around that area. It's about, from where I'm at, it's about 2.5 hours. So,
yeah.
Okay. Damn, I can't. Let's see if I might have to be pulled up on YouTube. That's what I might have to do. Let's see.
Yep.
Winston-Salem State. I seen a little clip of the video myself. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't see the whole joint.
Yeah. Go on. You said this was predominantly white school?
No, Winston State's an HBCU, historically black.
Okay. Okay.
Around that area, Winston-Salem area, you got Wake Forest is the PWI that's there.
Okay.
That's the closest school to where I think the PWI, the closest one is like Wake Forest University.
Okay.
Yeah. And but I was gonna say, even in the UPK, we're taught. I didn't know how to deal with the police when I was in the world. I didn't have too many run-ins with them, but I had common sense to kind of know that there's something right about this guy pulling me over. Let me not do too much.
Right.
I'm old enough to remember Rodney King. I remember watching that on TV, his ass getting whipped. I'm like, damn, I was a kid. I was like, what? I was in school. I remember seeing it. So I'm like, wow, you know, I was like, damn, the police are crazy. I remember the riots, seeing the riots and all that. So I always had this thing about, I don't want to get beat like Rodney. So let me chill out when the police come to my car. Or the police come to the neighborhood or come to your house. But it wasn't until I came into the school, Commander YAHANNA teaches exactly how to deal with the police.
See,
understand psychologically who they are and what you should do to not get your ass whooped. But go ahead.
Hold up, Salakia. I'm seeing something right here that makes this whole thing takes it to another level. If I could,
okay.
Hold up, Salakia. Just bear with me because now more information is coming out about this whole. Was
she mentally ill or something?
Nah, it seems like she did a photo shoot. The same. Hold up, Salaki. Like I said, bear with me. There's a lot of stuff going on right here in relation to this. It's looking like her arrest was related to a photo shoot that she had did that looks like it might be the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's HBCU Winston-Salem's response to video. Hold up. Salaki, no sweat. I'm gonna get the video up first.
I CNN got the video. I'm gonna send to you right now.
Khan, the water. Yeah, let's get the video up first, right? And then we're gonna read into it because if it is related to this other thing I just seen, that's crazy. There's an image. It's an image I can't even show. I will not show it on this show.
All right.
I don't want no smoke.
You want me to read it?
Khan, if you could, Baba Kushai.
All right, this from CNN. It says Winston-Salem State University responds to a video of a black student being arrested in the classroom. And this is updated December 16, 2022. It says Winston-Salem State University, an HBCU in North Carolina, has addressed the use of law enforcement on its campus amid the online spread of a video that shows a black student being arrested in the classroom after an apparent dispute with a professor. It says the incident Wednesday began with what appears to be a disagreement after a class assignment. Haley Jingles, university spokesman, told CNN. In the video, two police officers, one black and one white, according to the student who recorded it, can be seen handcuffing the student as other students express shock at what they're witnessing. It also goes to say, here, let me get off of that real quick. It also goes to say, let me see what happened. The incident comes as a national spotlight that remains trained on the internet, on the Slack interaction of law enforcement with people of color. We understand that the weaponization of police is a prevalent problem in our community. However, that is not what happened in this incident. University's Chancellor Elwood Robinson wrote in an open letter, "We know this situation has caused a great deal of trauma to those involved in and on our campus at large. But please know that every available resource is being extended to bring a resolution." The student being handcuffed can be seen in the video crying and shouting at the professor, "I hate you, I hate you, I swear to God, I hate you." The student continues saying, "You're the worst teacher ever. You get me taking out these handcuffs now because I won't apologize. Because I won't apologize to you, you started yelling at me. You tried to embarrass me about my paper assignment." The student was arrested by university police, charged with disorderly conduct.
I got the video.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what for right now. That's what the CNN is saying.
Got you. Okay, so let me show this video. Let's see the video, and then we're gonna see what else is going on. But let me show this real quick. Bear with me and get it up on the screen.
Yeah, CNN, they don't get down to the meat and potatoes. I want to know what the hell. Yeah, you talking about her screaming? No, what caused it? Like what? You know what I'm saying? There we go.
I'm not resisting. You're hurting me really bad, bro. Please get off of me. And she's still standing there letting this happen. Exactly. I hate you. It already escalated. She must have come out and handcuffed. I swear to God, I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you, bro. You're the worst teacher ever. You get me taken out of here because I want to apologize. Because I want to apologize. You started yelling at me. You trying to embarrass me about my paper. You're a terrible teacher.
Is somebody recording this?
Oh,
everybody is.
I hope you're recording
Everybody
because
is.
that's ridiculous.
Yes, that really is.
She sit here and say she loves black people and stuff, but you let this happen to her? Come on now.
No, you yelled at her
first.
You yelled at her first, but you want her to
You yelled at me
apologize. It doesn't make any
first.
sense.
You hear everybody say, I have raised my GPA. I graduated by 8 points. I'm not no dumb. I'm not stupid, Dr. V.
Winston-Salem State University has some explaining to do.
And he's lying and bad and carrying. What the hell?
Yeah, you were yelling at her. You were yelling at her. That's ridiculous.
That's BS.
I'm saying, I'm like,
I'm sorry.
that's.
You're the worst teacher I've ever had.
The student who was
All right. Let's see what we got, man.
Yeah, I kind of get it now.
We are able to hear it.
Come on.
John, what's on Christ, right? So that is crazy. This happened at HBCU, Winston-Salem State University. But
I mean, but she got took out with handcuffs because of she didn't apologize.
That's what they saying.
I think these are two separate stories. Top of why you pulling up?
They are.
Is it hot? You go. That one sister looked different from that I just seen. I don't know.
Okay, so
was she the interviewee or was that the sister?
We're rounding up the list.
She was dark skinned. The other one was light skinned.
Ah, okay, I see. Okay, now I get it. All right. They are two separate. It confused me because the way they worded it.
It's a lot of Ku Klux Klansmen out there in Winston-Salem. I might add, Johnston County, all that. It's a lot of Klansmen out there.
Got you. Okay, now that makes sense.
A lot of racist white people out there.
Right. Okay. No, they are two separate things. So you can continue reading, Kowal, so we get a little bit more. Now that makes sense. So lock you.
Right. So what appears, I'll finish reading the last little bit that I had on this the Winston story, because they weren't revealing much. It says also we committed to, let's see here. Yeah, it was not really saying too much of it just shows the video.
Is the teacher white?
That's what. Yes, the teacher is a white woman. The student is a black girl. She was reading a paper or doing a paper, and I guess the teacher wanted her to stop. They had a little dispute back and forth, and of course, the black girl probably already mad as hell that a white teacher telling her anything. The white teacher's like, I'm calling the cops because she couldn't get her to shut up. Everybody's saying that the white teacher was yelling at the black girl, so the black girl yelled back at her. Now they got this beef. So what she do? She calls campus police to escort the black girl out of her goddamn class. That's when they come, and then that's when the people start recording, because this white teacher called the police on this black student because she wouldn't leave the class.
Right.
Which, why the hell is a white teacher even teaching at an HBCU blows my mind. And
that's what I'm saying.
Like that's the stuff I was just saying earlier about changing the whole culture from within. Why do we even let them have access to us? All this inviting them to the goddamn cookout nonsense got to stop.
That's right. Like, okay, and this is funny. This is where it gets. Salaki, Cap, you had something before I go ahead? Salaki.
No. Go ahead. Break it down.
This is what messes with me. This whole PWI HBCU thing.
Right.
Now, I went to a PWI. Right. I went to St. John's University in Queens, in New York, and I had mostly it's a Catholic school. Had mostly white professors. Almost exclusively white professors. I think even my Spanish teacher was like a white person. And it always was crazy to me because when I would take Harlem Renaissance, I majored in literature, and Harlem Renaissance courses, everything related to black writing, the professor was always white, which always bugged me out. Like, if some white man is going to teach me about how awesome it is to be a black writer. But But now you go to the HBCU, you go to Winston-Salem State University in the South. And your professor is a white woman. What's the difference? Like that's what what's the point? If the whole point is supposed to be a historically black college, supposed to be getting this blackity black education. How do white people get hired there?
Yep.
It to me it ruins. It's like the whole. I guess the next thing you know, there's going to be a white head coach at Jackson State.
Yeah, basically. A white quarterback.
A white, yeah, you're gonna have a white quarterback at Jackson State,
which is common among the HBCU circuit. You should see how many teams have white quarterbacks.
You joking?
I'm dead serious, and it's ridiculous because, like I said, HBCUs, historically black colleges, need black teachers, not oppressors.
That's right.
What the hell can you teach? Like, I don't understand that. Now you have an oppressor, a Karen, calling the police on her own goddamn students. As if the black girl's not paying to be here.
Right.
Like, she's paying a tuition to be here. You calling the police on her? I mean, I don't get it. It's just ridiculous. You can't let the devil in at all. Close the door on all of them. Like, that's why Dr. Umar Johnson's school is going to fail. This is why our HBCUs are struggling. This is why we're struggling as black people, because we don't know who the devil is.
That's right. That's right. That's the key right there. Like, not knowing, like, Cap, like, I mean, after all these years, Cap, you've been doing this in the I.S.U.P.K all this time. And, you know, Commander General YAHANNA been doing this forever. The school been open since 1969. And our people, even though we on every street corner in every major city, in every small town, we in the UK, we in Canada, we in Haiti, we in Dominican Republic, and our people still don't know who the devil is.
Right.
Like, how the hell is anything going to change if we don't seem to come if we don't come to that understanding? How?
And you know, we get, like I said, we as long as you know what I'm saying, as long as we've been saying bringing these precepts out, people think that it's going to get better.
Right.
It's not going to get better because of Ezekiel 35:5, the perpetual hatred. I mean, come on, it's not going to get better. It's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse.
Right.
It's only going to get worse. You know what I'm saying? And Commander General YAHANNA said something real heavy, I think last week sometime in one of the shows, and he said, where the Most High is going to force, he's going to force us to separate. He's going to force us to separate. You're going to see the ugliest things that the white man is going to do to us. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna really, really be forced to serve the Most High and separate from the oppressor.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because right now look, we still think it's going to get better. One day it's going to get better. You know what I'm saying? Well, like I said, Ezekiel 35:5. If you could grab that,
I got you.
Because it's like, it's not going to end. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. The way they treat us, the way they think about us, it's going to remain the same.
Right.
So, and all these years, it has remained the same. Ain't nothing's changing. It ain't going to get better. You can't make them good. You can't make them better. I mean, come on.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
I mean, it's a perpetual hatred. I mean, it's good. Perpetual mean, if you don't know it, means continued.
Right.
It's going to be continued hatred for us. It's going to keep on going. It's not going to change. You can't make them better. You know what I'm saying? It's going to just keep on getting worse. And we just keep on coming up like this. And like Kawal was just saying that, why is she even working there? Right. Why the hell is she even working there? I mean, come on, man. This is a black college. Come on, why is she working there? I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible what they do to us. I mean, but that's how much they think about us. That's what they think about us, you know what I'm saying, as a people, you know what I'm saying? You're going to put somebody else, supposed to be a black college, you're going to put a white professor in there.
Yeah.
To call the police on us? I mean, come on. Come on, man. Yep. That is crazy. That is crazy. But see, this is what blame Martin Luther King and the civil rights movement. for all this damn equality and coming together. And you know what I'm saying? Man, little black boys and little white girls. This is the fruits of it.
That's right.
This is the fruits of Martin Luther King.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And his dream of us coming together. You know what I'm saying? We can come together. You know what I'm saying? The Most High separated us from them.
That's right.
Separate us from them. So we still trying to come together. We still trying to live a dream.
That's right.
That's all it is, the dream. And that dream is a nightmare.
That's right. That's right.
Man, go ahead, brother.
Most High in Christ. The teacher has a Spanish last name, but of course the jury is still out. She looked white. Now we don't go by color in here, but them actions is very Karenish, as Officer Kowal said and Cap said.
Yes.
Those are some Karenish actions. So the jury's still out on that one. You know what I'm saying? I don't think HBCUs are hiring a bunch of so-called Mexicans and Latinos anyway. It definitely makes more sense for some white woman to somehow finagle her way into an HBCU. And then the sister, if she is a sister, because her last name is Hamoud or something like that. So I mean, who knows? She could be. She damn sure could be. This might be a little switcheroo joint. We don't know, right? They trying to mess with us in the I.S.U.P.K.
It could be a switcheroo.
But they're trying to hit us with a switcheroo. And you know what I mean?
I want, even if they do the switcheroo, the information is still valid.
Right, exactly.
The person's still the devil.
That's what
and you still got to know how to deal with the police.
And you still got to know how to deal with the police. That's
it's universal practical knowledge.
That's right. They can try to hit us with the switcheroo all you want in these stories. Everything we saying is valid. You know what I'm saying? Go straight back to this Bible, whatever. You can't trip us up. You know what I mean? But hey, Most High in Christ, another good episode. Another one in the books, number 16. The water for everybody for tuning in. Let me do a quick roll call of the brothers and sisters that tuned in with us today. Shout out to Officer Yanazar. Shout out to the sister Princess Zara. Shout out to Trooper Hawan. What's going on? How about some Trooper Kuwan My Par? Congratulations to Kuwan My Par. You know what I'm saying? Becoming a trooper in the school, getting his name. You know what I'm saying? I remember when that brother was outside the camp. Now he's in the camp.
In civilian clothes.
Yeah. In civilian. That's right. When it went from civilian clothes to all black, now he reading excellently on that podium.
Excellent.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the sister Kazak Wana, Caps Rib Shalom, sister How Shemal Ataba Shemal Shah. Shout out to my ribs, Lawaya Shalom, Yahal Shemal Ataba Shemal Shah. Who else we got up in here? Oh, my brother, Officer 50 Maya Shah. What's going on, bro? What else we got? That's right. The sister Sakura Anaya out there in Charlotte. We're gonna be there tomorrow, actually. We're gonna be out there in Charlotte. Most High in Christ. For that Hanukkah, clap it up for the Feast of Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Going down tomorrow night. Be there or be square. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the North Carolina area, we're gonna be doing it at the Charlotte School in Kannapolis, which is it's 1539.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's the hold on, I got you.
Yes, 1539 something Ridge, I believe.
Yeah, 1539. It's 1539 North Ridge Avenue.
That's it.
Kannapolis, North Carolina.
Damn right. That's where it's going down for the Feast of Hanukkah. Cap, where y'all holding it down out there in OKC?
All right, right now I think we're gonna go over to a brother's Gobble Wars place. We're gonna go into it, yeah.
Most High in Christ. Damn right. Y'all better get down with these priests. Y'all better find the local I.S.U.P.K, whatever your zone is, man, and go to these feasts, man. Meet up with these brothers, man. Meet up with your sisters and actually gather with your people. Stop being a fake Israelite on the internet, talking about, trying to break down precepts, talking about how you love being an Israelite so much and you love, Israel, but you ain't never around nobody.
Right.
You're an individualite sitting in your house having the Passover alone with some KFC. Come on.
Right.
Get out of the house, man. You're a fool. All right. Shout out to the sister, the Barawa. Who else we got up in here? Most High in Christ. That's all we have for today, man. So before we head out, Cap, anything you wanted to bring up before we head out, sir?
Well, that was heavy what you was just saying, about coming out to the high holy days and the feast days, and you know what I'm saying, because it's like that's what the coming together the nation means, like coming out for the brotherhood and sisterhood, brothers coming together and sisters coming together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it means when it says in the Bible a holy convocation.
That's right.
Holy convocations are separate gatherings of Israelites. So us coming together as a people means like come out to those high holy days. You know, make sure you at the Passover and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like these things are commandments.
That's right.
You know, and we can't get no better as a people if we don't come together. If everybody remain online, I mean, come on, what coming together is that? Everybody, come on, come on.
Right.
That's right.
Don't be an individualite.
Don't
be an individualite. You know what I'm saying? It's enough of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You knowing that you're an Israelite and that's not good enough. You know, come together with your people.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And don't be all simple-minded. I'm thinking about I don't like getting together. I don't like crowds and stuff. And all, you know how people be like that. I don't like crowds and it's too many people. Like that. Well, damn it, it's going to be too many people on the chariots too.
Right.
It's going to be too many people in the wilderness too. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's heavy.
Man, we're gonna tell you, we're gonna tell your house has too many people.
Right.
You know, I mean, come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
I can't get on that chariot.
You know.
I can't get on that chariot.
Yeah, that's all I have, man. You know, come together, Israel. You know what I'm saying? We got the Passover coming up. You know, we already having the Passover councils. We're going through setting up everything, man. You know, it's going to be dynamite. It's going to be dynamite. You know what I'm saying? Don't miss it.
That's
Don't miss it. You know, get your hotel and everything now. Take care of everything now because time go. I mean, you know, since I came in the truth, time is unbelievable how fast time moves. You know what I'm saying? It's like time go past so fast. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's crazy. So you know what I'm saying? It'll be here before you know it.
That's right.
We here talking about another. What is it? About what? 5 months out or something? But hey, it's gonna be here. It's gonna be here like next week.
That's right. Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely get on it. You know, that's all I got. Yield, but
Cool. What you got, brother?
Oh no! Hey, shout out to the heavy hitters, the water. You know what I'm saying? Pay your tithes, stop eating pork. We out of here.
That's right. No, I'm saying.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't say it any better. Hey, another great episode. The water for everybody for tuning in. As always, shout out to my co-host, my Ottawa Captain of 10,000, your Garwap, my brother, Officer of 1,000 Kowal. Obviously, y'all Mott couldn't be with us today, man, but Lord willing, he'll be right back with us next week. Again, you know what I'm saying? Chain Breakers Podcast. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like the brother said, make sure you pay your damn tithes to the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA, man. Let's get rocking, man. That's enough. Like Cap said, man. Let's cut it out. Let's cut it out with the nonsense. Let's cut it out with the fake Israelite stuff. Let's cut it out with the individualite stuff. Let's get back together in this one body. I want to see every Black, Latino, and Native Indian at that Passover going down April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's going down at the Raleigh Convention Center. Make sure y'all are there. You know what I'm saying? And with that, you know what I'm saying? To the brother, we say Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Shah Baraka Thumb. And to the sister, we say Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Allah Thumb by Shemal Shah. We'll see y'all next week. Same time, same